Hey guys, it's just me, Lance, again. Sorry, Brian, but this time, Lucky Lance told you so. So for a year now, I've been telling you that Serene is nothing but an out-and-out scamming, lying, thieving rat. And finally today, you see what I'm talking about. It's the Legal Services Board has stripped her of her practicing certificate, which was a great decision. Now, I'm making this video because I know what she's going to do. I want to preempt that. I know she's going to spin this in her favour. She may even gain support and followers from this narrative that I'm about to tell you. That she was fighting the government for corruption and outing the government for corruption. The only lawyer doing it. There's a reason why she's the only lawyer, because what she was saying was bullshit in the first place. Otherwise, hundreds of lawyers would have been coming forward. But it was only her because she's full of shit. So anyway, now she's going to spin some more shit and she's going to tell you because she exposed corruption, the government then used corruption to silence her and take her ticket. And that's not the truth. If it was, I'd be making videos about that because I'd be against that too. But in this case, that ain't the case. Serene's just going to use that to her advantage, right? So don't let her get away with it. So share this video far and wide and don't let Serene get away with further scamming and scamming her followers for further donations. Now she'll be asking for money because she can't be a lawyer anymore. God knows what she'll be asking for money for. But she's nothing but a scamming rat and don't let her get away with it. Right now, I've made a few points. Now, if you think, so Serene's going to say the government was so worried about her and her class action, that's why they've acted corruptly to get rid of her, right? Now, that doesn't make any fucking sense, and I'll tell you why. Do you think the government are actually worried about a retard lawyer like Serene and her class action? They're not worried one bit. They know it doesn't have any merit, even if it bloody did. They've got bloody, buses full of QCs working for them, and Serene, you've seen her videos, she's off her fucking head, right? So they're not worried about a retard lawyer like Serene with a class action with no merit. They probably don't even know who the fuck she is, right? So that's debunked. They ain't going to then, and then there's a thing called separation of powers, guys. So look into what the separation of powers is. It's actually a beautiful thing. It protects us all, right? So there's a separation of powers. So the government can't even get to the Legal Service Board and force their hand. They can't even do that, right? There's a lot of honourable people in the justice system, believe it or not. And the courts aren't as corrupt as what these scammers try to tell you that it is. There's 10,000 cases a day that go through the courts. They get it right 99.99% of the time, but you don't hear about that. The news won't tell you about that when they get it right. They just tell you about when they do something wrong, right? Which is fine. But it's still the best system in the world. You want to compare it to overseas, right? They're doing the best job they can. If they knew a better way, they'd do it. But anywhere where you got human beings, you will get a small element of corruption. That's sad, I know. But then what you're going to get is these scammers and these news stations that manipulate that to convince you all that the whole system's corrupt, right? And it ain't corrupt, right? It ain't completely fucking corrupt. And in this case, there's no corruption going on. The lockdown, all that stuff was all lawful. It's called a state of emergency powers. Right, so Serene's class action is nothing but a money grab from Serene. And finally today, the Legal Services Board have taken a ticket. Now, this is the next, sorry, I'm rambling, but this is the next thing she's going to try to fool you with to gain more sympathy and then therefore money, right? That she's not safe. You're seeing her crowdfunding for security because she needs security. She's very safe. She's extremely safe. Okay, nobody's going to touch her, right? She knows that. I know that. She knows I know that. But she knows her followers don't know that, right? So she uses that to get sympathy and then obviously to get donations, right? That's what it's all about. Look into any of the crowdfunding activists at the moment, or the scammers, activists, journalists, whatever you want to call them. If you look into it, they've all got a GoFundMe somewhere. They've all got some way where you can donate. They're all selling merch, right? This is about money, guys. This is a job for these people. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Back to Serene, right? She's definitely safe. Don't let her fool you and tell you now she's in danger and the government took her practicing certificate because she uncovered corruption. That's not what's going on here. And I'll give you some evidence of what I'm trying to say. If you look into the Lawyer X saga, that was some great lawyers that worked on that without crowdfunding for free for 8 years. The lawyers worked on that, took it to the High Court of Australia and uncovered police corruption. Actually, police corruption, which led to a royal commission. And then look at all the lawyers who are involved. They don't even have to lock their front door. Now, if Serene's narrative was true that she's in danger and the government are corrupt against her and all this sort of thing, then why wouldn't have something bad happen to all the lawyers that uncovered actual corruption, which led to the High Court of Australia and then a class action? How come they're all safe? How come I don't have to lock my front door? Right? So don't let her fill your head with that fucking bullshit. It's all a scam just to get your money. Just remember, Lance told you first. Lucky Lance told you so. Share this around. Don't let her get away with it. Enough's enough. We've got to put a stop to Serene and all her lies and all the damage that she's doing. She's brought the legal system into disrepute. Hence why today they disbarred her. So just remember, I said it first And don't let her fill the heads of all of your friends. So share this around. Any of your friends that support her or donate to her, send them this video. Tell them the truth before she gets a chance to put her bloody bullshit spin on it. All right? I'll leave it at that. All right. See you guys.